Dean. Hey! Hi, any Patreons or channel members watching us on the replay. Thank you so much for your continued support. You're highly prized. You're great people. I need to turn this off before it comes on. Who's in the house? Stain is here. Good to see you. Johnny K. No, we don't really watch anything. We're too busy making content. We're too busy putting our propaganda out there. Uncle Louis Kitchen's in the house. Check him out on Da Tubes for recipes and ting.
Last time, didn't we decide to put the softbox on and turn that light off? Was it better?
I don't know. I think this is fine today. Do you think we look fine?
We just look blurry on this. Well, I do. It's always me. I always look blurry.
Do whatever you think, mate. Vegemite Codbod is in the house. Michael Askew, Paolo, Richard Musa, Vegan Gosling, Vegan Mujita. A before screen. Oh yeah, I just forget that that's a thing that I've got available. Cherie Henderson's here, lovely vegan mooncat's equally lovely wife. Good to see you, my darling. Lolly, thank you for your kind words, Lolly, on my new vlog, which has just gone up. I hope you guys have all been watching it. I'm watching you, seeing if you're watching it. It's actually doing quite good in the algorithms. I pulled out all the stops with the edit. I had a little help with the gym montage edit. Well, I say a little help. Vegan Gaze did the whole thing. She did a lovely job. And please, can you all watch my new vlog when you get a second and tell me that it is the best vlog I've done by far, because I really tried hard.
To say.
Yeah, I really tried hard, because I want those videos to do better. They don't do half as good as the drama ones, but I don't want to keep doing the drama ones. Like, I want to do well with positive content. I changed the thumbnail, Gem. What do you think of this then? Boom. So I didn't have the doll because I forgot to do the food porn photo. Schoolboy error. The thumbnail photo, but I just took it off of Instagram. It's fine. Res was absolutely fine. Anyway, back to the stream. Mimi T's in the house, Vegan Realist, Muddy Paws, Mitch the Barber, Leon Kutstra. Lolly saying, Gem, you look particularly gorge.
Thank you, it's really kind.
You are gorgeous. And Vegan Mooncat's in the house. Where's my key lime pie, please, Gemma?
Today I've been making salted caramel. I was thinking salted maca caramel. That would be good. There's protein powder in there. Anyway, salted caramel cookies I've been making today.
They're delicious.
Fucking hard.
They're a bit chewy for a biscuit, but they're freaking delicious.
I'm struggling to make them more biscuity, so I'm either gonna like rename them a bit or go with it, or try and think of a different recipe. Who knows? I'll decide later. Michael
Askew, nice to see you. My friend brings up a good point. My best new video is the best vlog by far. So that proves it. Thanks, bro. Benny Green's here. Nice to see you, brother. Always give me mad love on the gram. I really appreciate you. Hekesto. Hi from Argentina. Any vegan calcium recommendations? So you have a great channel. Well, aren't you a delight? You can come back anytime. So calcium recommendations. Yeah, eat real food. Legumes, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds. If you're eating a calorically adequate diet based around those foods, you'll smash your calcium needs. That 1,000 milligram a day RDA is nonsense. My understanding is there's no data to suggest that we need more than about 500 or 600 for an average person. But, you know, when I was working as a nutritionist or a PT and writing nutrition plans for people, even on the smallest amount of calories, people got adequate calcium and, you know, most of the other nutrients, say for B12 and D3, just from their food, if they're eating healthy, real, whole foods. If they're eating junk and nonsense and synthetic gobbledygook created in a lab, you know, refined sugar, processed like extracted oils, you know, white flour, yeah, you're going to struggle to get your nutrients because they're nutritionally void. But if you're eating actual food, you shouldn't need to worry. Calcium is really not a nutrient of concern unless you're eating junk food.
Good words.
And did you know the calcium in most plant foods is 30% more bioavailable than the calcium in dairy? So storage of your anti-nutrients and lack of nutrients. Well, you don't want to have dairy. It's 30% less bioavailable, son. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. If you've got time, I know you're on the run from the police currently. Buddy Paws, anyone have a great recipe using beluga lentils? I don't know if I've particularly, I know I've used them, I know I've had them. But we don't really have a special recipe for different types of lentils, do we?
No.
No. Maybe someone else can help, hopefully. Robert Pacino's in the house. Good to see you, brother. AJ UK is in his house. Uncle Lou's Vegan Kitchen. Question: who's this John Venus guy I keep seeing, and why does everyone hate him? Well, he pretended to care about animals to try and make a load of money, and then when that wasn't making him as rich and famous as he really wanted, he then said that he's not using the word vegan anymore. He doesn't identify as vegan. And so then that peed his audience off. He was all vegan. So then, he lost followers and lost like a lot of views on his videos. So then he said he's going super vegan, but everyone realised that he was being...
created a vegan channel.
Yeah, he created a vegan channel, yeah.
Really weird.
So... he's just saying whatever he thinks people want to hear to get more views and followers. So then, when that didn't work out, he decided that he was a hunter now, and that vegan diets weren't proven to be healthy for children, and you can't necessarily get all the bioavailable nutrients that you need. And then when that backfired, he deleted the hunting stuff and said that he's... what did he say? He reckoned he was struggling to use the word, so he said he's an ethical plant-based eater or vegan. And he's basically just a very silly boy who's trying to make money off of the suffering of animals. You might see he's got a new video up with a really grim-looking picture of meat and like a cleaver. And he was saying... vegan eats meat after 5 years, what happens? It's like he's got no shame, it's like he's got no emotions around the animals, and he makes me sick to my stomach. That's why I'm not a fan of him anyway. I can't speak for everyone else, although they will say exactly the same thing. Ace the main man is in the house. You seem like the best person, judging by your name there. Nikki Northern British Gaming, good to see you, lovely. Vegan Gosling, have you ever heard of the Venus Project? No, is it is everyone clubbing together to get him shipped off to the moon or something? That would be good. Ekaterina, we made vegan pizzas today. Had to be a child-friendly and fancy meal, but tomorrow we're having lentil dal nice. So many healthy recipes. We made lentil and watercress dal yesterday, which sounds bonkers, but there was tons of watercress in there. It looked like far too much, but it wilted down, and the watercress actually gets a really nice flavour when it's cooked. I really thought it was going to be overpowering.
Me too.
AJ UK, how to cook clear spring tofu, the one in a box. So there's, they probably do a few different ones, but are you talking about silken or firm tofu? And there's many different ways.
Yeah.
Go.
If it's a firmer tofu, I like to press it, so either in between like books or whatever, or in a tofu press, get all the liquid out.
Get a tofu press, you peasants.
Yeah. I either then like to make it into a tofu scramble, so crumble it all up in a pan, cook with some veggies, a bit of tamari.
I just saw Vegan Moon Cats, not the moon pool, I live there. Sorry, carry on.
Or I chop it into cubes and I marinate it in like a bit of tamari, bit of maple syrup, smoked paprika, garlic, just whatever sort of things you want. Bake it in the oven until it's crispy. Maybe put some sesame seeds on, bake it. I love doing that. If it's a silken one, you can make it into a healthy mayonnaise. Put some mustard, some cashew butter, some vinegar in there, and make yourself like a chickpea tuna mayo with that. Love doing that. Or you can make like a dessert with silken tofu, well easy, like a raspberry mousse. You can make like a chocolate sauce that can go on top of some brownies. A lot of these recipes are in our cookbook or on the channel, different videos as well. What else? It's mostly how we use tofu. But there's loads of different ways.
There's a lasagna. Yeah, run a check with tofu on my homepage on YouTube and you'll see a few recipes coming up. Brian Anderson is in the house. Thanks for joining. Speaking Mooncat on about you may speak to me. You may speak for me on the John Venus subject. Oh, and I don't often say it, I think, now, because I'm so used to him being in there. Do subscribe to Vegan Mooncat as well for amazing content. He's great. Cherie made a big pan of pea soup today. I do like a pea soup. Thick, chunky peanut ham soup without the ham obs. What did we do recently? Or what did I'm sure I remember eating some kind of soup, and it was like a pea soup, and it reminded me of pea and ham, because it's just the saltiness, isn't it? Did I maybe have like tempeh bacon or something with it, or I can't remember now. But yeah, it was just the same thing, really. Vegan Gosling, it's a new way of living, very interesting, a resource-based company. Okay, that does sound good. I shall look that up. Venus Project. I think it's leaving me with a bad taste in my mouth because it's making me think of John Venus. Have you heard, like, Corona beer, their sales have gone down through the floor. It's in the gutter now.
It's terrible.
Well, people are so stupid.
That's really weird. Are they going to rebrand and have like a new name or something? Or?
You'd think so. Van Zemljaki says, greetings from Serbia. Thanks for joining. How's the vegan scene in Serbia? I've never chatted to anyone from Serbia, I don't think. Tell us all about how's things your neck of the woods. I'm interested. Brian is saying, watercress is bitter as hell. I would have only used a fraction of what you used. Yeah, but like I say, from cooking it made it more mild. Yeah, it was a lot more palatable. And yeah, I know what you mean. It's super peppery, isn't it, normally? I think like watercress is meant to be like the most antioxidant rich green. It's super good for in one or two ways. I can't remember now, but I remember thinking I should really try to eat that regularly. But yeah, the bitterness does put me off it, to be fair. Hikesto, do you usually consume quinoa? Yeah, most days. Most days I'll have a serving of quinoa. I like it because it's higher in protein. Cassie, I've been working or commuting every day doing the Zoom for the past few weeks, but I'm here today. Happy to see you both. I've missed us and we missed you. We think you're super lovely. Super chat. Mitch the Barber kindly donated $4.99 US. Favourite day at the gym? Tuesdays. And on Tuesday I do chest and biceps, and they're the two areas that I'm trying to work on the most, really. I had a bit of a terrible day yesterday, which was Tuesday. So a lovely lady came to film me, and she's a social media manager. She's well good with a camera and with editing, and she just wanted to film a workout and make something nice with it and give it to me. So really, really kind of her. And did my warm-ups, did my first decline press and felt a little tear. I've got some sort of an issue and it keeps happening. And so I had a little tear, and that was it. That was my whole chest workout. So then I had to go on to biceps, and I've got a long-standing back injury, like in my lumbar spine in the bottom, and I managed to tweak that as well. So I was like hobbling around, trying to sort of hide it, but sort of half hobbling around in agony, and I'm imagining she'll make something great out of the footage we did get. It will just be a biceps workout, basically. But yeah, I had the worst day yesterday in the gym. I was miserable. I went from on a high and thinking, like, I'm really going to smash it and show everyone how to make some plant-based gains, to hobbling around in pain, feeling a bit down. So I put a brave face on it. But we all have ups and downs, is the moral of that story.
Yeah.
Today I had a lovely time. You may see in the vlog that I put up today. Hung out with vegan gays again, and we had a nice workout in the gym. And
she's a delight, isn't she?
yeah, she's really lovely. If you do watch my vlog, the workout section was edited by her, so see what you think about that. She did it in a really cinematic style. It was really great. Super chat. Lovely Ekaterina kindly donated £5 Great British pounds. Hench, a great interviewer. Oh, thanks for saying. What have you watched one of my interviews recently? Which one are you referring to? Or do you mean where I got interviewed? Where I was the interviewee, perhaps? So yeah, you'll see again in that video that I did a interview for the Healthification podcast, which I really rate. I really love it. And Dr. Greg has been on there, Neil Barnard, Gordon Esselstyn, all the greats. And yes, he asked me to go on. It was a bit nerve-wracking because, as you guys mostly probably aware, I got my confidence knocked a little bit doing being interviewed for other channels back when I was cutting and my brain function was no good, and I kept forgetting myself, and I got very self-conscious in that time, but I feel like I've finally got through all that now by just working on it, and that was a really fun interview, and I had a lovely time, and she's a great interviewer. She got the best out of me. And thanks for your kind words, Ekaterina. You're so lovely. I really appreciate you. Brian, watercress, dandelion greens, mustard greens, all bitter and are great for the body. Yeah, they're good for cleaning the body, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. I would not be inclined to disagree with you, my friend. Good words. Muddy Paws, Hench Herbivore, have you tried Ezekiel bread made from straight grains? They also do wraps with no oil. I did not know that. I'm aware of Ezekiel bread from my bodybuilder days. Like some bodybuilders eat that because it's higher protein, but I've not had it. I don't know. Whereabouts are you, Muddy Paws? I don't know if it's available in the UK or if I've just not come across it. But if they got no oil wraps, that would be amazing. I'm going to pop that in another tab and look that up later on. Yeah, I have looked into it before. Why did I not get any? Yeah, I recognise it. Anyway, we'll look into that.
Yeah.
We'll look into that. Right, I'll carry on with the stream for now. Good shout. Mitch, yikes, feel better. I've got some low back issues as well, trying to get it stronger with deadlifts. Yup. Oh wow, Ace of the Main Man. I've been vegan for a year and a half. I've got to say, so my life changed from about I was 402 pounds and lost 217 pounds. What in a year and a half? I'm doing things I can only dream of with my body. That's really amazing. Have you got a bio anywhere, or is your story like up anywhere so I can check it out? I'd be interested to take a look. Brian, have you or your viewers experienced an increase in cavities since going plant-based? No, I don't know why that would be a thing. It's really like refined sugar that's the issue. So, if you're a junk food vegan, that would be a thing. And apparently, I mean, I'm no anthropologist, but supposedly ancient man didn't have cavities, and I guess they didn't have refined sugar. Be good if they didn't, because of course they didn't have dentists either. Ian Boz is in the house. Good to see you. Oh, I've missed one. It's jumped. Ekaterina, I like the ones when you interview nice people. Yeah, me too. I think my favourite one to date was Dan and Sean Moskaluk, the Canadian couple, where he reversed his stage 4 cancer and she dropped loads of weight. And then Anthony Mullally, the rugby player, I enjoyed that interview. Yeah, I've done a few now, haven't I? I'm interviewing Axel Schürer on the weekend. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's a fellow Vivo Life ambassador. And he's been a full-time influencer for, I think, about 3 years now. So I'm hoping to learn a lot from him. And he's a super nice, kind guy, just putting out positivity. So I'm sure we'll have fun. Greeling is in the house. Hikesdo, what would be your personal favourite top 5 fruits? Oh, top 5 fruits. We've not had it put that way before. Go.
Honey mangoes.
Honey mangoes for me as well.
Medjool dates.
Medjool dates for me as well.
Watermelon.
Watermelon for me as well. Very similar tastes. I might go lychees.
Not sure from there. Yeah,
I might go lychees.
Yeah.
Maybe another melon like a cantaloupe or honeydew if it's super ripe. No, papaya.
Cherries.
Or cherries. Yeah, I'd go like super sweet cherries. Yeah.
You copycat.
Shut up! Right, Ian Boz is in the house. Thanks for joining. Products not pills. Do you think you can truly thrive with 0 added fats? What do you mean, madam? What do you mean?
Like no overt fats?
Like a fat-free diet? I mean, that would you certainly wouldn't thrive on that because you wouldn't be getting omega-3 or omega-6, which are essential. So that would really mess you up. Would really mess you up. What exactly did you mean, though? I may have taken that question wrong. Ekaterina, I appreciate you for bouncing back. And speaking freely in front of the camera. Thanks, lovely. Brain fog and having to deal with thoughts, words. You know, feel like saying I don't mean to realise this is bad. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. I think the mission, like I hurt more animals than most with my food choices for many years, and I think that mission is more important than my ego. And of course, my ego says, "Oh, just don't bother. Like then you can't look like an idiot, and no one will think like you're, you know, you're stupid." But it's too important. So yeah, it went out, and happily, it's all gone good again. So yeah, luckily. Greeling, Paul, are you a nutritionist? Yes, I am. I don't work as one now. I obviously use the knowledge to produce my videos, but I don't write up plans or help people out anymore one-to-one. Uncle Lou's Kitchen, social media related question. You got a good following from other YouTubers here. How much time would you say you invest in your social channels considering work, life, gym?
All day, every day.
All day, every day. Yeah. But of course it didn't start out like that, and I had to just do a little here and there as I could. You know, over time it built up. I would say like 4 years in, I was at the stage where I could quit my PT job. 4.5 years in, I could stop writing the nutrition and workout plans. And now like 5 years in, you know, I'm full time. You know, all of our money comes through, you know, ad revenue, affiliate things, sales for our merch or our book. Yeah, but that, you know, that took 4.5 years to build up to that state. I mean, it's supporting both of us, so you know, it can probably be done sooner. But yeah, so I'm an hour and a half in the gym 5 days a week, and I guess there's half an hour traveling each way. Typically do half an hour's cardio on top of that per day.
maybe we settle down an hour before bed and watch a show so that we can unwind and be ready for bed. But yeah, other than that, you just get up, you have a smoothie, you sit on the computer and you get going, don't you?
I do a lot of hours, but it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like fun, which is why it's so easy for me. Ace the Main Man, I'm on Instagram with the same name. Right, I shall look you up after the stream.
Oh, I've opened a page with him in it in case you wanted that for after, so I've done it for you.
Oh, you've got a private account. Have you got like before and afters and stuff like that? Yeah, keep that up.
I will do it.
Ugh. Gabrielle, what do you think about John Venus' new video? Lol. Haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it. I will rip it off of YouTube with my downloader so that he doesn't get a view, and I'll watch it in Premiere Pro, and then I'll rip the P out of him if I think that's worth doing. Leon Kuchstra, greeting in his description. Hi, I'm Paul Kerton, former personal. Yeah, I did put former in, didn't I? Yeah. I thought you were then going to tell me that I'd left that in, but I've put former now. Yeah, that's good. Cassie, pineapple. Yeah, that was going to be my next choice. In the UK, like, you can't get ripe pineapple. They eventually ferment and they sort of seem ripe, but then it's not truly ripe. But I think if I was in the tropics, I don't know that I've ever had a pineapple in the tropics. Don't know that I have, but I think it would be really mouth-watering.
We'd probably we'd probably say the top 5 is a totally different range of fruits if we tried.
If they were actually really ripe in the tropics, yeah. Bananas and blueberries, not so much. Greeting, but not that I don't like them because I eat them regularly. Greeting, what's your favourite vegetable? A great follow-up to the 5 favourite. Oh, we've often done favourite vegetable. Let's do top 5 favourite vegetables. I'm going to go kalettes, which is a hybrid of kale and Brussels sprouts, which I hate.
Kalettes, I'd probably say.
Purple sweet potato, I'm going to say.
Yeah, I could go for a purple sweet potato.
I might go broccoli, which I know you despise. I would go mushrooms, but they're not a vegetable, they're a fungi, so it depends how you want to keep score.
There's my sprouts. I like sprouts. Don't eat them very often. Sprouts, maybe. What else is good?
You like courgettes?
Yeah, courgette with a bit of salt, a little dash of salt on it. I think like a good corn on the cob.
Oh yeah, corn on the cob. Yeah, I'll go for that. Good choice.
Corn on the cob. What else? Dunno.
Joe has entered the chat. Hey Joe, how you doing, lovely? Good to see you. Do you even nature bro? Hello everyone, haven't been there in a bit. Where have you been hiding, you little tinkle? We missed you. Wending wind fats are also necessary for vitamin A absorption. Yeah, so there is no vitamin A on a vegan diet, but you do need it to absorb retinol. But there are over 600 different carotenoids, which also are fat soluble. So you are absolutely right. And then vitamin K, vitamin D, and vitamin E also you need fats to absorb. Ian Boz, hi, why do you take CBD oil and what are the benefits? Does it work? Well, I take it because indeed it does work. And it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. The main benefits I get are like a reduction in anxiety. I find it easier to relax and unwind and get to sleep. And for the longest time, I didn't think it was helping me in terms of pain reduction in the body. But recently I ran out and I had a couple of sort of niggly injury type things and they were really hurting. And then I got the CBD back in and it helped immensely. So for most people, it's kind of pain mitigation and it's kind of anxiety and sleep. Those are the big ones.
I've been kind of waiting to speak about what I think of CBD oil because, you know, there's so many variables and I don't want to speak out of turn and say like, oh, it's doing that when I'm not really sure. But yeah, I thought it was helping me with anxiety. And then we haven't had any for, 3 weeks or a while, maybe.
Well, I have. Maybe you've been...
Oh, yeah, I didn't have it because there was not much left. It was some old bottles. Yeah, so I haven't had it for maybe 3 or 4 weeks. And I would say I have felt more anxious during this time. I have been like trying to rush and get the cookbook done, which has been like a lot on my plate, but I felt anxiety about it. And yeah, I've noticed the difference that I've been more anxious than I was when I was taking it. So, you know, we'll see again now. I've just started back on it today. I'll wait a little time and then I'll see, okay, how's my anxiety doing? You know, because I really want to be able to speak with certainty about how it affects me because I want to be certain before I, you know, speak too much. But there's certainly a lot of science and things, to back up the claims that it helps with anxiety.
The National Health Service are prescribing it for certain illnesses now. Yeah, Parkinson's. One of our friends at the gym, what does he suffer with? He's like really shaky, not Parkinson's. I forget now, but anyway, it's a godsend for him as well. So if you want to try CBD, link in the description, Honest Hemp. Oh, actually, don't go to that. Download my free ebook. It's about the 4th link down, and at the bottom of the ebook is a link. For 3 more days, you can get 35% off any CBD using that code and link. Only 3 more days, so move fast. AX Ninja. That's jumped. Why does that jump so much? Do you take multivitamins? So I tend not to. Synthetic multivitamins are shown, if you look at the science, if anything, they probably do more harm than good because like they're synthetic, they're in like weird amounts. We're designed to eat real food and real food that they all kind of come in a balance and they all sort of support each other. However, you've been using a multi for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, I use Vivo Life's Thrive because it's just powdered fruits and vegetables. It's not some synthetic tablet made in a lab, you know. It's real food that your body would know what to do with, how to use it.
Yeah.
I take it because I don't eat as many like veggies, salads and things as I'd like. And also, you know, I have a thyroid disease and sometimes having a thyroid issue can make it so that you don't absorb or you can have there's 1 or 2 or 3 maybe vitamin and mineral levels that are known to be lower in people with thyroid issues. So I just think, why not take it? You know, it's just all good stuff. So yeah, I take, you know, vitamin D and B12 because they're important. But other than that, I just take this Thrive like greens kind of powder. It's great. Yeah. Did you say there's a link below for that? Yeah.
No, there's a link below for Vivo Life, 10% off, code HENCH10. Benny Green, should I train cardio before or after lifting weights? To get the most out of it, I mean, in an ideal world, I would do them on different days or at different times of the day. If you've got to train them together, to get the most benefit from both kind of thing, you would do the weights first because the weights require glycogen. And as you get into the cardio, like a lot of people are doing cardio for fat loss, so once you've burned your glycogen off, you're more likely to tap into your fat stores. However, you know, it depends on your discipline. And if you're, it just depends what's more important to you. So is cardio more important or is weights more important? And you would probably do the important one first if you've got to do them in the same workout. Yeah, that's how I would approach that.
A couple of follow-on curiosities about the CBD oil. Someone was saying, will it make you high? No, not at all. It's not the same as like smoking weed or whatever. So
that's tetrahydrocannabinols, THC. So CBD is cannabidiol, is a totally different compound. Well, in fact, in Honest Hemp's ones, there's about 110 different cannabinoids. And terpenes, I think they're called. And there's a thing called the entourage effect, where all these different healthy compounds complement each other. So it's a thing we talk about with whole plant foods. If you eat a range of different whole plant foods in one sitting, nutrients in one ingredient will amplify that health benefits of nutrients in other ingredients, making them more potent in terms of antioxidant action or more anti-cancer, things like this. And so a lot of CBD companies just do pure CBD. So you're getting that one compound, which is known to be, as far as you know, possibly the most powerful out of them, and you know the one that you really want to emphasize. But with Honest Hemp and some other companies, they do like a full spectrum, and then you're getting all these different cannabinoids, and again, they sort of boost the effects of the other ones. So you're getting like more healthy benefits, basically. So that's one of the reasons I prefer Honest Hemp over the other companies.
And a couple of people were asking if there's any negative effects.
Not as far as we know. I mean, to be fair, it's not been around all that long. We've not studied long-term heavy use, so perhaps we may find out in years to come, yeah, perhaps you shouldn't go too mad. But to date, I don't believe there's anything negative.
When you compare it to, say, like anti-anxiety medications or pain medications or whatever, you know, the things that CBD oil has been proven to help with, when you compare it to the side effects with those drugs, I bet the difference has got to be incredible. Well, we don't know of any side effects of CBD, so yeah, of course the difference.
But medications have horrible side effects, including like death and like muscle wastage and raising your risk for cancers and all sorts. So, you know, CBD is a natural compound. So I was suffering terribly with migraines, a lot of you probably know, so I started using, and again, I do have to caveat this, don't just do this. If, you know, I'm not recommending this thing I'm about to say, but if you are going to look into it, do your research, because it can be bad for some people. But I started using psilocybin mushrooms, hallucinogenic mushrooms, and it's cured my what's it called? Migraines. All but cured him. I did have one minor little episode, but that particular day I was super dehydrated and tired. But historically, these migraines would be days in a row, mad visuals, can't even see like the aura. So, yeah, and if you look at a list of pharmacological substances, you know, medications and things. So I was taking sumatriptan to try and counter it. I was taking... what was I would take at night? Amitriptyline. Like, these are powerful drugs, and they have a list of side effects as long as your arm. And I was on mega doses, and they weren't even working. And then I took a small amount of psilocybin mushroom, boom, all but cured it. Look on the list of pharmacological substances from the toxic, most toxic to the least toxic. Guess what's on the bottom? Mushrooms, hallucinogenic mushrooms are at the bottom of the list. They are very friendly, or that they're not toxic to the body, or virtually like not at all, relative to medications that you can get over the counter, which might kill you. So that's what I will say about certain natural compounds versus, you know, and not saying that you never want to use medications, because sometimes medications will save your life. But by and large, if your nutrition is good, if you're using natural compounds, that's healthcare. You can take care of your health by eating well, by, you know, doing all the right things. Once you're sick because you've not been taking care of your health, you've not been doing the healthcare, now you're on to sick care, and that's really where the medications come in. Better to nip it in the bud rather than have to treat the symptoms. How are we doing for time and that? Oh, we've got ages. Lovely.
Loads of questions about CBD all tonight.
Okay.
Like, do you wake up groggy or whatever from it if you take it at night?
No.
I've never felt, I've taken it in the day a lot, well I always do, and I never feel...
Yeah, so I take 3 doses, and it don't actually make me tired in the day. I think if you weren't used to it and you took like a huge dose, that might make you tired in the day. But yeah. And the idea with CBD is that you start on a mild dose and you see how you go with that for a week. And if you think you want a bit more relief, you just go up like 5 milligrams or something, try that for a week. And you just would keep going up until you find the minimal effective dose. And in that way, it's going to be cheaper for you, you know, and yeah, you're not going to be wasting your money. Right, where are we? I'm going to skip forwards a little bit, am I? because we're probably miles behind. Oh, we've got to skip forwards now anyway. Super chat. Ekaterina, you lovely, lovely lady. That is so generous. 10 Great British pounds on the super chat from Team Broccoli in the chat. See, broccoli is good. No question. She's just supporting her local neighbourhood vegan YouTubers out of the kindness of her heart because she's a lovely, lovely, lovely
It's really
lass.
kind, thank you. I was just thinking, would you ever do like a CBD oil Q&A or even on Instagram or I don't know, like
I don't know that I'm the best. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I suppose
why
I
don't you
could
get
do a
on?
live stream with someone from Honest Hemp.
Yeah. There's so many questions coming in tonight, and it makes me think. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people they've heard of this thing that's really popular now, and they maybe a lot of people are wondering, well, what is it? Like, what's it good for? Should I take
Yeah.
it? Who should take it? Like, how much do you take? There's been questions. How much do you take? Like, all kinds of things.
Right.
Yeah.
Interviews.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know more about it as well. I feel like
Honest
I know
Hemp.
a little bit, but
I just put Honest Memo for some reason. Honest Hemp.
you said you might like to go to their facility or something, didn't you, at some point?
Yeah.
That would be good. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's make that happen.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ekaterina. Bless your heart. Stu, I bought a new tool bag and I think it has leather on it, but it doesn't say on the website or material. Can anyone tell me how to tell? I would give them a call or an email. That would be the best way. Mimi Boom, good name. I get migraines too, and sumatriptan doesn't work anymore. I don't want to take amitriptyline because of weight gain. Where did you get that mushrooms from? I really want to try after your results. Again, Mimi, really do some research on it because certain people are contraindicated. For some reason, apparently colourblind people should not do it. I don't know why that is. I saw that a couple of places. Well, I did a lot of research before I did it because I didn't want to, harm myself. Of course, it is very illegal in a lot of countries, my country included. So do bear that in mind. Do a lot of research. However, Imperial College London, Johns Hopkins University, NYU, UCLA, they're studying the hell out of it because, PTSD, trauma, cluster headaches, migraines, it is super effective for a hell of a lot of people. So you got two routes. You can buy kits online because it's not illegal to buy the growing kits. It's illegal to have them, so you don't really want the police coming around and looking at your mushrooms growing. So you don't want to be broadcasting that. So you could go that route, or if you know some teenagers, it's really asking them, can they hook you up with someone?
It is the time of year when they grow. I think it might be a little late now, but. You can Google, you can look up, maps or whatever where they grow in different countries, and you can, you might want to maybe try and take someone who's more expert at what they look like.
Yeah, you don't want to
That's
get
the
that
only
wrong because you could kill yourself with certain mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any mushrooms that look enough like them that would kill you, but again, I'm not an expert on that, and I wouldn't like to try and pick some based on my own knowledge, Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, be careful. And I hope that you get respite because migraines are horrible. Chris Jones just started using vegan protein. JP? Who's JP? Oh, JP, mate, do you use it yourself? I use Vivo Life. I'm an ambassador with them because it's really great quality and they test for over 500 different contaminants. Most protein powders have toxic levels of things like heavy metals and stuff. Like it's not a well-regulated industry. And if companies don't third-party test, I would be wary on the grounds of health.
Writing down some of these questions that you're getting asked about CBD oil, because
Yeah, write them down and I'll ask someone at Honest Hemp. We'll do a live stream. Luthien, have you heard of or used nattokinase? And that's oaken, so that sounds like a fermented soybean product, but then like a enzyme. So I've got no clue what that is. No, tell me about that. Sophie's good. She's eating broccoli right now. Daniel L. Will going vegan help libido for a man? It depends what your issue is. But so there's vegan diet and there's vegan diets. The word vegan is not very useful when we talk in terms of nutrition. It tells me what you don't eat, which is animal products. Hey, H. German, thanks for subscribing, my friend. Welcome to the fam. Do tell us all about you in the chat. We'd like to get to know you. What was I saying? Where did I get to? Help!
Depends why you...
So, yeah. So if you're not eating animal products, the main cause of erectile dysfunction is atherosclerosis of the penile artery. So the artery that feeds the penis getting filled up with hardened gruel is the translation. So the thing that kills us, the main thing that kills us is coronary heart disease, where atherosclerosis fills up the coronary arteries. The penile artery is like half the size, so oftentimes they get filled up first. So your willy is like the canary in the coal mine telling you your diet's horrible and it's probably going to kill you. So by not eating animal products, you've stopped that. But you also need to stop coconut oil, palm oil, and cocoa butter, because these have these are called tropical fats, and they have the long and very long chain triglycerides, certain types of saturated fat that, as animal products do, like the same fats, they fill your arteries up. So specifically, you want to eat a whole foods vegan diet or whole foods plant-based diet. So if you eat the majority of your foods as legumes, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices, you should be able to seemingly like reverse the damage and open everything up again. Certain things that boost your that cause vasodilation, things like beetroots or beets, if you're American, dark leafy greens. These contain foods that make us produce nitric oxide, and that is a vasodilator. Some people lately are saying that oil's not as unhealthy as some people consider, but if you've got loads of oil in the system, it's going to be coating your endothelium, like the inside of the smooth muscle that it contained, it is in your blood vessels, and that stops nitric oxide production. So oils are not healthy. I mean, you can probably get away with a little bit, but if you're trying to reverse, the damage, like cardiovascular damage or like erectile dysfunction, I just don't put it in anyway, because it's not as healthy as whole plant foods. People say, is something healthy or unhealthy? What you should then say is compared to what? Because it's all on a kind of sliding scale. But yeah, to optimize your heart health and your penile health, whole plant foods, no oil, high in greens, high in beetroot, things like this, that'll be your best bets.
Good words.
Yeah. And also, I mean, you weren't really saying erectile dysfunction, you were talking in terms of libido, which is more to do with desire. So if you're eating a whole foods plant-based diet, you won't be getting these huge dopamine hits that you will from eating hyper-palatable junk food, like high in sugar and salt and fat. And so you then enjoy everything else even more. Anything that can be enjoyed, you'll find it more enjoyable, including sex.
Because it's all on the same neural pathway, did you say?
Yeah, all on the same dopamine pathway. Yeah, good words. Yeah, well, there is a neural thing.
Yeah, I found that interesting when I read that. That made me think, when I used to take a lot of drugs, I couldn't enjoy my life, anything else in my life, because, it was all on the same pathway.
Yeah, you just get burnt out. Receptors get burnt out. Plum poo, do you have your own home gym? I did for the longest time, and I built most of my muscle in it. But no, I like to train at a gym now. More variety for exercises, and just highlight the camaraderie and stuff as well. We had a super chat. Yes.
Yeah, yes. I'm not really on the ball today.
Super chat. Cassie Harris, lovely lass, kindly donated $5 Canadian, 60. Shark shark. I feel like we've not had a shark for ages. Thanks for that. If anyone's confused, that 64 is the shark activation code. I haven't seen any sharks swimming about today. How did Gemma react to the shark in the most recent White in the
I thought
Day
that was
video?
very cruel. I saw it and went, oh, and then I looked at it and thought, oh, it's not that bad, you know, but my immediate reaction was to go, oh no.
Did it? I think that's going to be, not necessarily sharks, but I think something creeping up behind you is going to be a regular thing in these vlogs now.
Okay.
I forgot that green screen was in the background. That was like a real afterthought. Thanks for your support, Cassie. We really appreciate you. Carrie Williams. Yes, there is a highly toxic mushroom that's almost identical to the fun shroom, which you have to go and expect for foraging. Yeah,
shows what I know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not something you want to mess around with.
Nope.
Thanks, Wending Wind. Shelby Dukes in the house. Thomas Miles, do you guys meditate? Do you meditate?
Yeah, I wish I meditated more. I wish I prioritised it. Most mornings, but lately, because I've been working on this cookbook, I've not been doing it so much. So usually in the morning, 10 to 20 minutes, and when I'm trying to go to sleep at night, I'll put one on I've got an eye mask with Bluetooth connects to my phone, and I'll put something on to help me go to sleep. And we occasionally do one in the day together, don't we? But not very often.
I managed to do 20 minutes most mornings. I would like to do twice a day, ideally, but yeah, life gets in the way. But it certainly helps to keep you in a good place, I think. Yeah. And it helps you to respond better to external stimuli, I find, rather than reacting to stuff. Stain, I feel like having different sex partners is good for my libido. Yeah, guessing you're probably a male, and that is a thing for about, what do they call it? Sowing your oats. Sowing your oats. What for a female, is it different? Do they prefer like one strong relationship with lots of like a deep love connection? If
you think about it in terms of like evolution and instinct and drive, the woman would want the man to stay around, because if she gets pregnant, she needs the certainty that someone's going to be there to help provide with survival. So I don't think women are wide perception the same. Typically, yes. So I'm really generalising here.
You're quite mannish in some ways.
Yeah, I've been more promiscuous, but I think that stems from a lack of self-worth and seeking to feel better by being wanted externally by others. So it comes from trauma, basically. So it's not so much to do with wiring, it's to do with, well, it's
damage.
Wiring. Yeah, it's trauma. Yeah. I wondered if we explained the previous point fully, because Produce Not Pills is saying, are you sure, Hench? I get dopamine hits eating whole food plant-based. It makes me feel so good and I get so excited to eat my meals.
I guess if you've been doing it for long enough, like, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So I think the thing is, like, it doesn't take a high amount of stimulation to stimulate the pathways for the pleasure, does it? You know, if you're not taking drugs and eating real highly calorific processed junk, like if you cut all that kind of stuff out, then you can enjoy more simple, natural, like
I think there's something in the language here. I get so excited to eat my meals. So the dopamine hit when you eat hyperpalatable junk comes from the actual feeling as you do it. So I think that you've got rid of that, and yeah, you're excited by life because your receptors are not like knackered. So
yeah.
Vegan Mooncat, Gemma, I've heard of a film called The Meg. It's fun about
a little playful fish. I've seen that. I've seen a trailer for that, should I say. Yeah. I'm not watching that.
Well, no, Lolly's saying, yeah, The Meg is a bit like Nemo. Maybe like the ad's wrong.
You watch it and find out, and then you can tell me later.
I would like to watch it. Actually, I don't want to watch it. I was really annoyed how Jaws made me think that sharks are super dangerous when they kill like 5 to 6 humans a year. We kill 100 million sharks. I was really peed off today. Headline: child loses arms and leg to like a shark or whatever. And I just thought, like, what about the 100 million sharks that are killed by us? Like, why is that not news? Like, you're sensationalising. It really peed me off.
Yeah.
Not very nice for that kid or their family or whatever. But who's the monster? Do you know what I mean? 100 million sharks.
You just can't
Mostly
fathom
because
that.
we want to eat their fins in a soup.
You just can't
They
fathom that
drown.
number, can you? Yeah, it's horrible.
They drown because they can't like swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wending wind. I've read casomorphins in dairy can lead to side effects similar to opiate withdrawals. Don't know how much truth there is to that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't have thought it can be very powerful because you'd think people would have to go into clinics to get off dairy if that was the case. But what do I know?
But there are, millions of people or billions of people in the world that say, "Oh no, I couldn't be vegan because I love cheese too much." So maybe there is something powerful to that. I don't know.
You did it wrongs in the house. Hi, lovely. Hi, Hench and Gemma. Hope you're having a lovely evening. We really are, and we hope you are too, lovely. This is strange with you being in the other camp. But I'm glad we can have a nice conversation and be polite and friendly. That's really good. I love it. Uncle Lee, isn't there a statistic that more people die from coconuts falling on their head than a shark attack? Yeah. I don't know if I've said this on stream before. What is the most dangerous animal in Australia? The most dangerous animal. Go. Vote now. Australia's most dangerous animal to humans. Which kills the most humans in a year? It's not you, cowboy. You're too little. You little cutie. Yeah, I love you too.
You've told me this before.
She's doing Love Eyes. Have you forgotten?
I've forgotten now.
Well, no one's guessing. Most dangerous animal in Australia. Go.
You would think like kangaroo or something, wouldn't you? Perhaps.
Would you?
Like,
Bloody herbivores, aren't they?
But they're quite
Human beings. Yeah, probably is human
They're
beings.
quite powerful, aren't they? Like if they kicked you or hurt you, like what other animals have they got? Like deadly spiders? Or...
Mosquito, good guess, but of course we have anti-malaria drugs now. Spider is a good guess. Leon Kuchstra, horses. It's horses. People falling off horses. They kill more people than sharks, spiders, or whatever else they've got down under. Yeah, horses. If we didn't exploit them, it wouldn't happen. So whose fault is that?
And we wouldn't have some kind of flu or something. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's influenza from horses, or was it the common cold? I think it's influenza. If we hadn't have saddled and bridled horses, there may be no flu. There may be no flu at this point. Crazy. Wending Wind. I'd recommend the video by Trey, the explainer about Jaws to anyone in the chat. Sharks are unfairly demonised. Yeah, it really makes me angry. I don't know if I've talked about this on the stream, so stop me if I have, but I watched a video about a lady in the tropics, in the Caribbean somewhere, and she's been diving the same coral reef for 25 years. And one day, this reef shark came up to her with a fishing hook in his mouth, and he let her take the hook out of his mouth. What a brave lady. And then he just laid in her lap. He just laid in her lap and let her stroke him. And he comes, every time she dives, she says she'll feel a pressure on her kind of flank. And that's him, and he wants her to stroke him. And he's brought other sharks with hooks in their mouths to see her. And she's got this chest full of like 200 odd fishing hooks over the years where she's helped them. And I was just so ashamed because I always thought, oh, if I was ever in the sea and a load of sharks turn up, like, your brown bread, that's game over. They don't want to eat us. Like, we're too lean. We're too lean. They like blubbery, seals and such. And pussycats. You ate me? You
don't listen, no shark's going to eat you.
Right, how are we doing for time? Oh, wow, it's that time. It's that time. We'll do 5 more minutes because that was abrupt. 5 more minutes. Get your comments or questions in.
This cat's really needy today.
Hey you, I don't know about Oz, but hippos are supposed to be the most dangerous. But yeah, fairly humans have got to be more dangerous. I know we don't tend to kill each other so often, but we do kill a lot of animals, including 100 million sharks.
Ever seen a hippo crush a watermelon in like a second in his mouth?
No. Was that a Hungry Hippos ad or something?
No, I've seen someone like carefully chuck a watermelon into him and he's like, really loved it, yeah. I don't know if I was at like a safari or a park, rescue park or I don't know, somewhere.
It better not be an animal prison or zoo as people mistakenly call them. Mutant crocodiles. Oh, Cassie, I remember you telling this story. God damn it, I've got no new stuff to tell you. I've got no new material. I should just shut up. Paola, any good stretches for shoulders / lower neck? This way for the back of the shoulders, lower neck. So, yeah, you can stretch this way, you can turn. It's good to anchor on something. So I'm grabbing my chair with one arm, and then you turn like the opposite way. That's good. Yeah, what else is good for shoulders? Dislocations. So you grab like a broomstick and you're trying to go over and back. You can do, as I say, with a broomstick or with a resistance band. You can do that as well. You can do wall slides. So you want your feet like 6 inches from the wall and your forearms flat on the wall. And you're going up and down like that. That's really good. Leon, wow, didn't know sharks are that social. Yeah, so they seem to be able to talk or communicate in some way. If he's bringing like other sharks to her, that's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. Wending Wind, there was a massive viral marketing campaign to promote yours that caused this fear surrounding sharks. Yeah, horrible. Well, I bet like millions of sharks have been killed just out of fear. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so horrible. Oscar G, I'm from Torreon, Mexico. I'm vegan since 1 year ago. Didn't eat beef for 5 years. Nice. How's the vegan scene there? How's the vegan scene? Have you got many friends, or are you a bit of a loner in that account?
Have you got any tracksuit bottoms on?
Have you got any tracksuit bottoms on? Lost Motion 18 is in the house. Glad to hear you're getting some benefits. Ryan's in the house. David Gardell, Paul, have you been slaying any dragons lately? I'm ashamed to say I have been slaying digital dragons. At what level? I'm about level 17 or 18, I think. We're talking about Skyrim, by the way, if anyone's confused. Do you also like the Fallout series? Never played him. Never played Fallout. In recent years, I've really played Battlefield 2, Battlefield 3, Skyrim. That's about it, really. Hey, you, Steve Owen helped a lot of people see animals don't want to mess with us. Any animal can be harmless or dangerous based on the circumstances. Yeah, and so can we, you know? We too are animals, aren't we? Cassie, my mum just adopted a kitten whose mother was killed by a coyote. She is 7 weeks old and so cuddly. Lovely. Hey, you, favourite upper chest exercise? Incline dumbbell press. I like that you can get that extra little stretch out of it. And my little foible is I turn my dumbbells. So I turn kind of this way so my elbow's a little bit tucked. I'll get a really good stretch at the bottom. Yeah, love that. Polish vegan, is it fine to have mucus in your stool? Only had it once. I'm no expert on poo-poo, no expert, but if you've only had it once, then I wouldn't be concerned. Shelby Duke, is your family vegan? No, neither of our families are vegan. We don't really see them a whole lot to sort of, what's the word, inspire them. Julian Walters, my IRL friend. I'm a machine. Chest bump. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you, my friend. Where are we?
It's probably that time, is it?
Right, it's nothing you've said, Julian, but I need to go and do some other stuff. Thanks, moderators, for keeping us troll-free. Thanks for the super chats, keeping the beans on our toast. And the camera's rolling. Check out my new video. I know I've said this before, but I'm sure this is my best vlog to date. There's 3 amazing meals and a great workout with vegan gays and a nice little montage in the countryside. I did mad editing tricks with transitions and things. Please comment on the video and tell me if you like it. I'm hoping to get a bit more views on my vlogs because I keep pumping out the old drama videos to try and help grow the channel, but I don't really want to be known for that. Like, I don't want to be doing negative stuff all the time. I want to be doing positive, educational, inspirational, motivational stuff. So, yeah, please give that a little look-see. Do follow us on the gram, Hench_Herbivore.
Gemma_Herbivore.
Daily, just stories all day long. Brilliant posts. I don't like to brag. If you're new here, we'd love you to become part of the Hench Herbivore community. You can do that by hitting the subscribe button, clicking the bell icon. We're back on, what's this, Wednesday? Friday evening, 6 p.m. GMT. We're on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. UK time. Set reminders on your phones because YouTube won't tell you. And if you want to support our channel, the book's still half price. There's channel memberships, Patreon, all the companies that I'm affiliated with that do protein and CBD and clothing. Links down there, money off, so you get some bargains while you help us to keep doing what we do. Oh, and we've got the merch as well, on merchandise. Different clothes and whatnot. Right, we better do one. We love you very much. Thanks for hanging out, guys. This is one of my favourite things. My favourite parts of the week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So hopefully see you Friday again.